Live. We are live today with Zihan, the one of the winners of the first world building competition we did with Anitya. And I'm very happy to have you here. Welcome, Zihan.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. How are you doing?
All good, all good. Really much looking forward because also we have some news, right? It's not only we are doing some live playing and showing the world you submitted for the first competition, but it's also that we're going to have a sneak peek in your next submission, right? Like the one about teaching a 3D lesson, or let's say teaching a lesson on a 3D world. So we're really
True.
much looking forward to that, kind of like a premiere.
Yeah, true, true. I am excited to show that too. I have not worked much on it. I worked a lot on this little level than I worked on the other. But
Mm-hmm.
what I learned from doing this level, or let's say from creating this level, I could create the other one much easier. But yeah, IT has improved a lot. I remember waiting for, let's say, 30 minutes for this scene to load, but now it loaded quite fast. Maybe in 30 seconds.
Wow, that's great. No, that's
Yes,
great. That's great. Yeah, because we
I
were
was.
improving. Sorry, but just to say that true that the guys were working above all on loading times, so everything can be way smoother. So I'm happy that you can actually experience that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very astonished. Now, I have not loaded this level in a long time, right? So when I just opened it up and it was loading super fast, I was very astonished. Like, okay, this is some improvements.
Cool,
So
cool.
yeah,
Nice surprise. No, yeah, less loading times. All right. So, Zihan, just to start a little bit, can you tell us a bit about your background? You're a game developer, right?
yes. Let me mute the audio here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, I'm a Unity game developer.
Mm-hmm.
I I have started as a hobbyist, but later it became, let's say, quite a lot more than a hobby. So at first I actually got in touch with game development because I wanted to create my own Pokemon ROM hacks, like the old retro GBA games that we used to play.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out that GBA games are, let's say, they are easier to create, but the tools at that time was very buggy. So I always, let's say, looked for alternatives to create games, and that's how I stumbled into Unity and C Sharp. And the rest is history. I'm a game developer now.
Mm-hmm.
I work somewhere full time, and yeah, and and I've been loving using Anitya for quite a while now.
That is
That
super
that's
cool.
it.
And for you, it's super nice that you define yourself as also as a Unity developer. And what kind of differences can you see? I guess that Anitya and Unity are completely different tools, but they have some things in
True.
common. And it
Yeah,
would be nice to hear from you how do you see differences in the tools, and what do you like of each of them? Or for what do you use
yeah,
each of them? Yeah.
yeah. Now, for the levels I'm creating now, at the beginning, I'm always making a mock, let's say a little bit of them on Unity, so that I can just bring them over here. So say,
Mm-hmm.
this level over here, a lot of it I designed, or let's say I ideated inside Unity, so that it would be easier for me to bring to Anitya. But for the recent level that I did, since Anitya is now quite capable, I did a lot of design inside Anitya, and it was really awesome. But for me, why would I use Anitya now? Game development is not that, let's say, easy of a job, and creating a multiplayer game is much more not easier of a job. And Anitya has multiplayer connection and chat very, let's say, easily set up. I can
Mm-hmm.
just, let's say, share the world's link with my friend, and they can just join up with me in our personal little world, and that's very fascinating. And to think that something like this runs in a web browser is very cool. And yeah, that's what I would say. Other than that, I really like the, let's say, moving around system that we have, which is very similar to Unity. And also, we can rotate by the middle mouse button, which is, let's say, a function borrowed from Blender, which makes quite a nice, let's say, experience
Yeah.
for both 3D modelers and game developers. And not also that, you can just focus here by pressing F, which is very rare to see. Uh, this has been helping me very much in my level design. Let me show you why.
Yeah, we love to see it.
So this world, this is huge.
Mm-hmm.
We have some warships going over here, some planes destroying me. So if I am working over here, then to switch over there, I have to, let's say, go quite far, very far. But if I just select an object near the ship and hit F, I just transform over here. I don't have to, let's say, go there at all. So
Yeah.
if I again go ahead, select the starting point and hit F, I'm back to the school. And if I select one of the trench object I have over here, and yeah, there you go, I'm in the trench. Now, yeah, I was very fascinated to see that Anitya could also handle quite a lot of polygons because this model, this is like a one big model. It has quite a lot of, let's say, vertices and polygons.
Mm-hmm.
So to have this, let's say, perform nicely is quite a nice thing. But I also wish to share with you a trick that I did. So in here, uh, everything is available in one scene. So
Mm-hmm.
if you come into the ship over here, okay, I am doing the traveling again. Okay, never mind. Then you should also be able to see the trench over there. But the thing is, and it here calls the objects after it's, let's say, certain range away. So what I did was I put my other scenes, or let's say other portions of the world, so far away that the anitya will not show that part of the world. Now that actually acts as a double-edged sword. Let me show you why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to say probably. Oh, never mind. I needed to save. It's all right.
Okay. But it's a pleasure to see
I
how you handle the tool. Like it's a pleasure. Like you finding all the tricks and everything, and it looks like super smooth. I'm really happy that you kind of like find such a comfy way to use it. It's amazing. Yes, totally.
There you go. It didn't even download or anything. It just loaded. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to save. It's there.
Ah, that's good.
I have to I have to tweak a little bit the text that I just put on the board, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So in here, let's say this is the ship portal that I can just go to over here. Now, previously on the scene, you have seen that there was two more ships ahead, which gave the scene a more complete look. But now, since Anitya is culling, let's say it is not showing the ship after a certain amount of distance, the scene, it feels like it's half baked. But yeah,
Yeah, it's in the
it's
process.
all
It's in the
right.
process. Yes, yes, yes.
But it's all right. Even the ship is been shown half, but as I move to the ship, it starts to become visible. Now I wouldn't hate on this system because this is really great for optimization purposes because this will make this will allow us to put a lot of artwork and not worry about let's performance.
Mm-hmm.
But for this level, I have done what I have done. I'm not going to change things around. I'm going to leave it as be. Just to remember, there is a lot more to this, let's say, empty scenes, which you might be, let's say, which you may see if this culling system was, let's say, not here. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad for this system. It was a bit more, let's say, nicer. No, let's say it was a bit more. The view distance was a bit more on the last updates.
Mm-hmm.
So the ships that are on edit mode were visible, but it's not anymore. But it's still alright. I still like the scene. you
Yeah, like.
still you still
Mm-hmm.
you still have attack planes attacking you, so it's alright.
It's working. It's working. The planes are coming. The planes are coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I wanted to do a bit more. I wanted to create an animation where, let's say, the planes were firing bullets, but sadly I couldn't figure out yet how to do that. Maybe there is
Mm-hmm.
2 days left. Maybe I can
Exactly.
figure out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, so we
Yeah.
can ask like maybe if like somebody else needs an extension, maybe we can like give like everybody like a few like the weekend, right? Like maybe like change the due date for Monday if it works like for everybody, and maybe like have this extra time for final retouches. But I have to say that it looks like incredible already. I love the setup of like the squares, like how the portals work. And
Yeah,
yeah, and I love the teacher, like the teacher that is there like in front of the class,
yeah.
and that you mentioned
They
before, yeah.
they are quite, let's say, similar to the avatars that we have, but sadly my avatar is not loaded yet. That's all
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah. Now I have been a bit serious about the, let's say, what I'm teaching. Now everything over here I have. Let's say I'm a big gamer who loves playing games with guns, so I know a thing or two about World War I or II. So I have put quite a lot of love into this triggers, which
Mm-hmm.
shows the history of
Uh-huh.
the World War. So I would really love it if the players who are playing it actually, let's say, read this.
Yes, no, like
Yeah.
really, yes, 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 exactly. No, but this is also like a really nice example of like, for example, if like you are like at school and you have to do this kind of like fair, you can actually create it like in this 3D world with all the things that perhaps you will have like in a real life like setup, right? It's like this is like a
Yes.
cardboard and you can like tell the story. So it's like really nice to see this implementation because actually there was like the trigger of the of the contest, right? Of the jam. It's like how would you teach it like in this
Yeah.
3D environment? So
True.
it's like
True.
really nice.
True.
And you created like this little like it's a promenade, right? It's a walk. So you can see like bit by bit all the things that
Oh.
were influencing. And now he's speaking like the
Yes.
teacher. I heard him.
It is me, by the way.
It's you?
Uh,
Ah, that's
yes,
nice. Nice to see
it-
you. Nice to 3D see you. Yeah.
yeah, I'm suffering from a bit of cough, but I still tried to man up and record it last night.
It's your
It's not bad.
voice.
It's not bad.
It's your
Yep,
voice.
yep, yep.
Oh wow. Wow,
Yes.
wow, wow. You really put a lot of work in this. Like what a pleasure. Like thank you so much. Like it's so nice to see like when somebody like really like pours like their soul like in a contest or something. Like it looks amazing. Like congratulations. Yeah.
Yes, I'm proud of this work. For the little time I put on
You
it,
should
I'm very
be, you
proud.
should be, yeah, because we I know that although you were working like all your deliveries, like yeah, because the life of a game developer is also very hectic,
it's
right?
it's been very, let's say, hectic. Yeah, that's a very nice word to say. How the last weeks has been for me, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I really love working on this level. Like, it didn't feel like work. It was something I liked doing.
Better,
Yep.
yeah, but also we can like go to the previous one, like if you want like we can also check like the one that you already submitted, like the one with which you
True,
win the
true.
previous one. Would be lovely to see
Yep,
it.
I would love
Yeah.
to share this one with you too. Now, this one, however, since it's in a modern school, there is not much ambience going on. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
room with some background noise and the teacher speaking. If you hear on the trigger over here, I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's yes. But the previous one, it has some, let's say, vibe to it. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
natural world with a river flowing on, with a little boat and some fire. What do you call it? Campfire.
A campfire, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because actually, like the previous competition was more about showing like a world of your own, like somebody that had to do like with your own history, with your own things that you loved, and I remember that like you were like mentioning that like with a
Sure.
friend, right? Like you
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
to, and I love that story. It would be nice to hear it again, like in this
Yeah.
life. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. There's not too much background noise. I mean, two background noise. All right.
Nice, nice. I
Let
like
me
this ambience. Yeah, we can leave it.
Let me see if I can. Okay, I can change the volume. It's all right.
No, but it's nice.
Maybe
I
I can
like it.
change
And maybe
the.
here.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, we can do it like this.
Uh,
I like it. Yeah.
thanks. I wish we could sit. Okay, never mind. We can sit. Is it Q?
Yeah, it's cute.
Yes, it is Q. I wish my avatar was loaded up. It would be a nice storytelling session over here.
Yeah, but we can
But it
imagine.
is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like kind of like an alien version. Like, yeah. Now, you know what? It's the energy. It's the energy that is within you. Like, this is your soul. It's like an avatar of your soul. Yeah.
That's a very nice way to put it. I'm trying to put him on a very cinematic position. There you go. It's cinematic
Yeah.
enough.
There goes.
So one of my friends, he's very obsessed about ocean. Like from his profile picture to everything he shares, it's about oceans. Like if he wants to die, it would be in the ocean, right? So,
Okay.
so thinking of him, I thought, why didn't I make something related to ocean? Now he likes ocean and I like nature, so I put a little forest with the ocean nearby. Now it's not really a ocean; it's more like a river, but it
Mm-hmm.
gets the job done.
Exactly. It's the water.
So
It's the water element. Yeah.
yeah, it's all right. Now there is actually some story behind why the water is not moving at all.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it like? Why is it so cheap, right? Now the story behind that was at that time, Anitya, let's say, it was working very fine, but when I dropped in the surface waters, I had to put like 70 water, let's say, planes to fill the entire scene. So when I did them, each time I came back and opened Anitya, it let's say it took too much time to load. So
Mm-hmm.
I just waited for an hour for one time. Let's say for once it to load, and then I deleted all the water plane and created this little, let's say, cheap water plane on Blender and put it right over here. But it's all right. I mean, if you don't judge it, it's all right.
I like it, and also I like, but also like let's think that like Anitya has like kind of like just been launched, so like it has like certain things that we still needed to improve. So it's also nice to see how you walk around like certain limitations with creativity, right? It's like okay, like some things might be like conceptual, like in a way, but it looks amazing. And for me,
Also,
one thing that I loved is like how you work with the light, like to create like this like real like intimacy feeling. Like here in the camp, no, you see, as we were speaking with Tima, like in the previous conversation, that light does a lot for storytelling, right? And then like
that is
when you see like a place that is illuminated, like your natural curiosity like just goes there, like something's happening. And I think that like you really excelled like the work with the light here to create that ambience. So also
thank you
congratulations
very much.
for
Thank you very much.
that.
It's all the years of level designing inside Unity and failing that made this level. Failing because
Hmm.
let's say to create a huge open world it takes a lot of work,
Yes.
and and not many has that much patience. Maybe I am one of them.
No, totally, totally. It's true. It's true because like there are so many things you have to imagine, right? Like when you create a world, like we were speaking about, like
Yes,
storytelling,
true,
and then
true.
like how you manage the assets, and like how you actually you were mentioning like in the previous world, like the polygons and like loading times. So there's a lot of things like about the creative process, and then there is a
True,
lot of
true, true.
things on the actual building process that like within the time. So in every little
Yes.
world, there is a lot behind. Like there's a lot of work behind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you another thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
when I was doing this level, the let's say the browser, everything crashed so much that I actually did this level a few times and
Oh,
then got it to work. Let me show you something.
yeah, please.
Uh, so, okay. Oh, there you go. This is my workspace. So I currently
Mm-hmm.
have three versions of this, and only this version works. And
Oh,
these are just failed attempts, and there were much more. There was two. There was at least four attempts of creating the same level. So at one point I just got, let's say, sick of creating the same thing again and
Oh,
again and again. But
imagine. Yeah, it was like the same day, like the same where, oh my God, like you really had like endurance, right? Like you were really
true.
committed.
Now you can see that
Yeah.
in this one there is also
Mm-hmm.
animated water that comes with Anitya, and maybe now with the improvement Anitya has, this will load. But I don't want to risk loading it
Okay. Okay, we can leave that for another
because
session. Yeah.
yes, because I'm happy with what we have over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is basically it. I hope I could, let's say, focus a bit more in this world and give it a little bit homey vibe like this
Mm-hmm.
one, but I did what I did. Let's see what happens.
No, yeah, but like, and one question here, like for you, when you are like creating the world, right? Like you were speaking now about like the homey feeling. It's like, what are you looking for when you create something like from scratch, at least for yourself, or even like when you have a
Oh,
commission? It's like, what is your spirit? What is, like the thing that you want to communicate in your games, in your
that's all
creation?
right. And now, I am from not a, let's say, a very rich country. I I was born in a very little town, very close to nature. So let's say, even though I do, let's say, fall in the Gen Z category,
Mm-hmm.
I am not quite that. Let's say at the beginning of my life, I saw a lot of nature, but as I grew up, my father's income also grew up, and we went from our little town to big cities. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that way, I do not have any touch to nature at all. I'm just stuck in a, let's say, small room with a computer and trying to live by my life as a game developer. So each time I design something, I mostly try to design natural surrounding in Unity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically it. Let's say when it comes to my imagination while designing things. Now, uh, I don't quite design classrooms, but
Yeah.
that was the theme. But
Mm-hmm.
if not, with the with the limitation of Anicia being much more higher now, I would love to create some more, let's say, cinematic, natural things like this one over here, because it really reminds me of my, let's say, happy little life that I had on our little village. Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful. So it's also like a window to your past and something that you actually like. There's a bit of nostalgia and also like a homage, right, to that
True,
nature,
true.
to your own story.
Yeah,
Well, it's so
it feels
beautiful. Thank you
like.
for sharing. It was like super precious moment. Loved it.
Thank
Yes.
Thank you very much. Someday maybe I'll finally become free and return to nature,
Mm-hmm.
but until then I'm stuck,
No,
and
I
that's
feel
all
you.
right.
I feel you. Yeah, I think that we're all the same, right? We're all the same. Like
It
how
is
to,
true. We are,
yeah.
we are, and that's what is called growing up.
Yes,
You,
yes, and also, but it's also like it's nice to see how, for example, like using technology, we can also like create like certain ambience, like recreate certain feelings, that are actually like very human, right?
true.
So,
Yes.
so it's nice, like yeah, to have like this kind of like extended reality, like literally, to play with
Yes.
it till we become free, till we become free. Yeah.
Yeah. I literally look at paintings and things of our villages and see and tell myself I probably can recreate this in Unity or any level design software. Now I never, let's say, end up, let's say, doing that design because I have some other things to do. But each time I do see a painting, I tell myself I probably can recreate this.
Yeah,
But
that is so great. That is actually like Sima was like also like speaking. I remember this conversation because he was saying like he's also an artist, and he was like he was like experiencing with these things of like transferring like thought and art to a digital
I get it.
environment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
That's really awesome. Now, let's say, let's say if you take a famous portrait from, let's say, a Ross's painting, and make it a 3D world, everyone would love that. It would be quite refreshing. His arts are, let's say, very nice. Now, Bob Ross is. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
them. Bob uh, paintings. He used to make very good natural paintings. Let's say paintings
Okay.
of.
I can see the influence in your in the first world, right? Like there is
Yeah,
something, yeah.
yeah. Now this painting, it is actually, it looks quite complicated, but it is quite easy to do. Um, I mean, you give us a few days. Give us again, let's say, designers a few days, and we
Mm-hmm.
might be able to create a replication of it on 3D. Now, but creating this from scratch, however, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's some talent, because not everyone has that imagination now. So yeah, but we can do this now. Like, we can recreate this scene right over here
Mm-hmm.
and create a boat, and let's say make the players enjoy this awesome scenery. But yeah,
That's
now
amazing.
yeah, it's also now quite easy to do that. As I said, just give us 2 days and we might be able to cook something up.
With two
it's
days we're done.
it's awesome.
You know what comes
And
in my
now,
you know what comes in my head now? It's like if you have already done this, because this is a super cool exercise, right? It's like how to transfer like this kind of paintings into like a digital world. Like I don't know, maybe perhaps you would be interested in doing like a short session, like live, like explaining to others like how they might be able to do it, like kind of like an exercise, right? Like we take this one and like how
yeah,
how how do you have to break it down to put it like on an anitya, right? Or
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, this can be done. Now, these are all scenes with waterfalls. Sadly, to create waterfalls, we in Anitya we have to now create our own particle system. So it
Mm-hmm.
might be very difficult, but there could be a lot of designs which does not, let's say, have something that will break Anitya's limitations. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? Okay, I clicked. There you go. Like this winter scene, this spooky
Mm-hmm.
scene over here. This can be done with just a simple terrain and some tree placements. And if it is done right, it will be a gorgeous level. Yeah, like, yeah, this can be done quite easily, and many more like it. Yeah, maybe someday I'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I can, if I can host a live session.
Exactly. If
Let's
you
see.
have some time, whenever like you feel like it would be great to stream it
Uh,
and see you working
sure.
live. Yeah, yeah. Whenever the time comes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that. Now, sadly, I don't. I do use Blender, but to mostly say, um, let's say, to convert models from FBX to Anitya's preferred, let's say, formats, GLTF.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my workflow still now is, let's say, designing the terrain and forming some idea about where the trees and buildings, etc., will go, and then I'll bring that designed terrain to Anitya and put on those things. So let's say my design, it may, let's say, be a good video, but for a live session, it not might be that good, because not many are Unity game developers who are trying to, let's say, create designs in Anitya. Most
Mm-hmm.
are probably 3D designers who uses or softwares like Blender, 3ds Max, or something,
Mm-hmm.
and brings their models to Anitya and does their stuff. But I would still like to do, let's say, a video where it could say that from Unity to Anitya.
Yes.
that
Yes,
that
that
could be
that
done too.
that would be
Unity
great.
is Unity is no small thing. It's as big as Blender or
Mm-hmm.
any 3D software out there. Yeah.
Yeah, even yeah, exactly as you said it. Like it can also be a video, like whenever you have time. But yeah, like many ideas, many ideas. But yeah.
I'll do that. I can do that. No, I can. I just can't. I will do that. but sometime in the
Amazing.
future.
Yeah, 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 yes, yes, yes. No, but like yeah, bit by bit. Like you have your assignments, the submission,
Yeah,
everything. But we also have time, and yeah, and it's nice to see like all these tricks, and it's also really nice like how like as a community of something that is starting, we can actually support each other to learn the tricks and like to improve like the work of each other. So super nice.
yeah.
Bueno, like thank you so much, like for the time, like for sharing like a lot about your creative process. It's always like really nice like to listen to everything that is behind. Like there is so much like spirit and love in every creation, that is like enlightening, right? Like I don't know, like for me with every session that I speak with you with the creators, I finish like super like inspired, like wow, like this exchange, and it's beautiful to see it, to feel it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as I said, let's say development was never easier. We
Mm-hmm.
just, let's say, thought it is easier and picked it and got stuck. But we have to still push on, and
Mm-hmm.
we will.
Yes,
All right.
yes, goodwill, like or
Uh,
will, like yes, resilient. Yeah.
all
No.
right. Please
Mm-hmm.
give me a moment. There is, let's say, someone on our door.
Okay. Sure, sure, go.
Hello, I'm
Hi.
back.
Vale. Nice to have you back. But I guess that you're also like busy and you have things to do, so I don't want to keep
Yep.
you and
Uh,
take more of your time. But like
no, no, no.
I just wanted to thank you so much, and yeah, and like count on us like for I mean, like you're super professional, but like
I'm not. I'm
you
not.
are you're definitely a professional. But for example, like it's so nice, like if you have ideas on like how to improve or whatever things, like whatever creative things you would like to share, like with the community. For example, like these videos or anything that you imagine later on, like would be nice to hear about those and like share it in any possible way. Mm-hmm.
No worries, no worries. I'm very vocal and very blunt. I
Yeah.
will share everything.
Yes, please.
Now, truth be told, seeing this level, now I'm inspired to put some, let's say, ambience to my
To
new
the
level
school.
design.
No, but I like. Yeah.
I'll
Okay. It's
try.
different vibes. Different vibes. But
I'll try. I'll try. But yeah, there is only 2 days, and there is still, let's say, my own work to do. But I'll try.
okay.
And
Dale.
yeah,
I will create a poll
thank you.
now. I will create a poll now on Discord to see if somebody else like wants to. They need a few more days, so maybe we can stretch it
Oh,
a
no,
bit.
no, 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 it's alright. There is still maybe 2 days. That should be enough for, let's say, everything.
Okay.
But it is your choice. It is your choice. You can do it. But I think the jam has been gone for quite some time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a poll would be a nice idea.
Okay. Dale, let's do the poll then. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
listen the
We should
voice
do
of
it.
the community. Dale.
Yeah,
Vale.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, true. But just a note: when there is going to be a lot of people joining in, then you should try not to lengthen the jam period too long. Like 1 or 2 days is all right, but if you lengthen it long, then those who joined at the beginning of the jam, they will be very frustrated
Yes,
because
true.
uh,
Okay. Yeah, because you're.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you are trying to reach the deadline. Okay.
yeah, true.
Vale.
Now
So yeah,
for my
maybe
case,
one more day. Yeah, maybe one more day. Like Thursday is the
that
17th.
that
We
would
can do
be
it till
nice.
Friday. Till Friday. Yeah.
That's that would be nice. That would be nice.
Only one more
I
day.
I maybe then I'll delay my other level design work one more day.
Amazing.
Just kidding. I'll work on it, but very slowly. Sorry.
Whenever you feel it. Okay,
Yep.
Zihan, what a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much. And we are in touch for everything.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said
No,
last
that
time. I
I
was
was like
coughing.
thanking you, like for the time and for everything, and like just saying that we're in touch, like to follow up on this conversation and on everything. Where we speak a lot, so we know that we're in touch. But thank you.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay.
It was very nice speaking to you again.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll do another live session again, and we might create something on that instead of just talking. You know.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. We can do a live building session.
All
Amazing.
right,
Okay. Thank you so
all
much.
right.
I wish you a lovely day.
Yep. To you too. It's the day is quite ended over here, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So a lovely
Okay.
evening. Vale. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
See you.
Vale. Speak
We'll
soon.
talk again. Yeah, we
Exactly.
will.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye. See you.